A girl who just snuck into the US was trying to save money, so she picked a rundown apartment in the suburbs. The landlord said the place only rented to women, and right now there were just 2 tenants. To speed things up, he even offered 1 month free, even though she didn't love the place. The price was just too tempting. So Ellie gave in and paid the deposit. As she was leaving, she ran into one of the tenants. Ellie greeted her warmly, but the neighbor barely responded. Not knowing what to say, Ellie just backed off. That afternoon, her mean boss came looking for her again. He warned her one more mistake and she'd be sent to the worst shift. After a long, miserable day, the news on TV made her even more anxious. More undocumented immigrants had just been arrested. To make things worse, a coworker told her the fake ID guy just raised his price by $1,000. That meant if Ellie wanted legal papers, she'd need to save for at least another year. Luckily, she had an uncle in town. He told Ellie once she had ID, he'd get her a proper job. That promise gave Ellie the strength to keep going. As she got back home ready to rest, she suddenly heard someone calling for help from the basement. Curious, Ellie went to check it out. But the basement door was locked tight, and there were scratch marks on the nearby pillar. As Ellie wondered what could be locked down there, the landlord suddenly appeared behind her. When Ellie asked about it, he casually said it was probably just a stray cat. But later, back in her room worrying about money, the same cries for help came from the air vent. Ellie remembered the cold girl she met earlier, so she ran downstairs. But something was off. The neighbor's door was unlocked and the room was empty. The only thing left were similar scratch marks on the frame. Thinking she imagined it, Ellie let it go. The next day, Ellie was totally out of it. A coworker noticed she was anxious and kindly offered to cover the rest of Ellie's ID fee. But Ellie would have to pay her back double once she got a real job. Never having been scammed, Ellie handed over all her savings. On the way home, Ellie kept daydreaming about her new life in America. But the moment she stepped into the building, she saw a strange man banging on the basement door. The creepy scene made Ellie freeze. As she walked upstairs to get some water, she found 2 new girls in the kitchen. They had also spent everything getting into the country and ended up stuck in this remote apartment. Just then, the landlord showed up. Ellie asked him about the man downstairs. He reassured her it was just his mentally ill brother. Ellie finally felt a bit more at ease. But on her way back, she noticed the landlord's door was open. Curious, she slipped inside. The walls were covered in taxidermy. In the center was a tape recorder still playing. The moment Ellie put on the headphones, something strange began to happen.